What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. We got another story time today. We got a lot of these story times because a lot of things have been hitting me lately. Things that I've realized I haven't talked about. Things that I've told, like, my clients and stuff about, like when I tell the stories and I realize, fuck, I haven't told this story on story time. And the more I meet people at expos and they reach out and say that the real life experiences are what they really come on here for. It's not training, it's not diet, it's the real raw experiences. The more I feel like I should share these things with everybody. So this one's going to go with my buddy Greg, who lived up in Rhode Island. And Greg was the guy who all the chicks liked him. He was a good looking kid. He was really well built, shredded, fucking had money. Was like a go-go dancer, whatever the fuck you would call it. Like the guy could dance his fucking ass off. So when he went to these fucking rave clubs and shit, chicks were just fucking like all over him left and right. And he also sold cocaine. That was like his big thing. He sold coke, he did drugs, it was a giant fucking mess. His girlfriend, who he eventually married, was a stripper. That lifestyle got him all fucked up. I mean, it was just a giant fucking nightmare. And, I'd known him from before and knew he was a good guy, but knew that all of us at that point were fucking wrapped up in shit that I look back and I'm like, holy fuck. We went from being normal fucking good kids to wrapped up into all that shit like that. I mean, it was just fucking spiraled so far out of control that within 6 months to a year, all of us were fucked up on drugs, living this fucked up reality that I look back now and I'm like, holy shit. Like, how the fuck are any of us alive? That's what I honestly feel. So, this guy was, we became really good friends and, we had a lot of friends in common. We trained at the same gym and stuff. We go out and fucking party and hit the clubs and stuff, do drugs together, shit like that. And he was big into selling cocaine. That was his big thing. So one night he calls me up. And this is like when the cell phones just came around. He says, "Hey man, I need your help." I said, "What?" He said, "I need you to meet me, and I need your help." So I was like, "Fuck, all right." He's like, "All right, I'll meet me at the Taco Bell in fucking Seacon or Swansea." I said, "Okay." So I go to meet him at Taco Bell. He's driving a minivan. I'm like, "What the fuck is up?" He's like, "Just let me follow you to your house." He didn't know where I lived because I lived in Warren, which is kind of far out from. I wouldn't say far out, but it's the boondocks compared to some other places, which. It's like 15 minutes away, but when you live there, small town, small state, like everybody thinks it's far away. But nobody would really know how the fuck to find me if, they really wanted to. So he follows me to my house, and I walk in the house, and my girl's there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's got a backpack with him. And he tells me the story of he found out that his wife was cheating on him. And she was at she was at their house. I don't know what house it was. But he climbed in through a bathroom fucking window and beat the shit out of him and beat the shit out of her. They call the cops. The fucking cops are looking for him, blah, 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 blah. He needs a place to lay low. Now, in my head, I'm like, the cops are looking for you. So, now I'm fucking aiding and abetting. Terrific. Now my girl's aiding and abetting. Fucking great. So he pulls a block of fucking cocaine out of his backpack. 2 blocks. I mean, I was like, holy fucking Don Corleone fucking Scarface shit. And it was this stuff that was so pure that you could fucking shoot it. And he knew that that's what we were into. And he was getting into that now too. Fuck, here we go, off and running. So we're, he's like, we need to get some ketamine. And the only person I know that has ketamine right now is this transvestite in fucking Boston named Christine. So we need to go to Boston, okay? It's like fucking 9 o'clock at night. We need to go to Boston to find her, but I'm not really sure if she'll be home. So we got to go to the clubs to find her. So I'm like, fuck. So I don't even know what the fuck is going on. So he's like, let's load up some of these fucking syringes for the ride. So we load up 20 syringes of fucking cocaine. Hop in the car and hit fucking 95 North. It was me, him, my girlfriend, my friend Rebecca, and I think Henry was with us too. Brady, stop chewing anything over there. And he's over there fucking gnawing on shit. So we're driving up 95. Maybe Henry wasn't there. I don't remember. But anyways. So we're shooting cocaine in the fucking car. And we're, using all these fucking syringes we preloaded. At one point, fucking one of us, I forget who it was, had to pee. So we pull over to the side of the road and we walk into the woods and we're shooting cocaine in the woods with the car on the highway with the fucking flashers on. We come back, we're driving down, mind you, we could be totally fucked at this point. We get to this club and it was the Avalon. We get to Avalon first, the girl's not there. We go to the Roxy, not there. Somebody says she's back at her house at a party. We go back to the house and we meet this transvestite who has a fucking bedroom full of ketamine stacked to the ceiling. So she's talking to Grace. She goes, yeah, you guys go in there, take whatever you want. We're like, what the fuck? So we take a bunch of ketamine. We're out of cocaine. We go back home. So now we're back home doing fucking ketamine all night long. We're all fucked up. Me and my ex, the type of my girlfriend, we go to bed. Greg's crashed on the couch, and my bulldog Lucky was in the living room with him. So I wake up in the morning all fucking banged up. I mean, not even knowing what the fuck is going on. And I go to take Lucky outside, and I'm like, Lucky? I'm like, where the fuck is Lucky? I can't find Lucky. Oh my God, what did he get? He get out? And Greg was on the floor wrapped up in a blanket like a fucking burrito. And I look at him, and I see Lucky's head pop out. He was like fucking like cuddling with Lucky in the fucking thing. And I open up the blanket. I'm like, dude, are you all right? He was still fucked up on ketamine. So now my parents lived upstairs. We lived downstairs. There's a minivan out front. Obviously, you know, something is fucked up. They're like, whose minivan is this? I'm like, fuck. So I'm talking to my ex, and I'm like, we got to get him the fuck out of here. You know, this is so insane. Like, there's enough cocaine to put us in fucking jail forever. We're fucking with him. We're my parents, like, everybody's going to fucking go down at this point with all this shit. I mean, it was a fucking brick of cocaine like this. And, like, when you split it, it had scales. It was yellow. I mean, it was fucking stupid, pure. Like, they would have fucking thrown him in jail forever just to find out where he got it from. So I come up with this story that I'm going to tell him that the cops were just upstairs at my parents' place knocking on the fucking door. And they want to know where the person is that owns the minivan because they're on to him. So I wake him up and I tell him this. And he fucking spazzes out. Looks outside. The cops are gone. No cops anyways. Grabs the backpack. He's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm out of here. And he fucking takes off. Now, eventually he winds up, you know, getting arrested. Not with the cocaine, so that was fine. But he got charged with whatever it was. Fast forward this past, Christmas. No, 2 Christmases ago. Yeah, 2 Christmases ago, I see my buddy Henry. He says, hey, guess who I ran into? I ran into Greg. You know, he sees a salesperson here. I said, how's he doing? He said, man, he's all cleaned up. He's good to go. You know, like, and I asked him, I said, hey, you know, is your name Greg? And he's like, oh, did I fuck you over drug-wise or something before? Like, he automatically thought, you know, fuck, I must have fucked this guy. He goes, no, I'm friends with Jerry Ward. He's like, oh my God, how's Jerry doing? Blah, blah, blah. So they start talking and stuff. He said, yeah, he's doing really well. He's, you know, cleaned up his act and he's doing well for himself. I said, that's good. You know, another one of us fucking made it out of the fucking complete fucking cesspool of the drug fucking world. And then I get a call from Henry this past fall. He said that his wife, he's still with the same girl that he was with back then, came into the salon to get her hair done. It was a fucking complete mess because Greg overdosed and died. Now you're fast forwarding like 12 or 13, 14 years since this fucking shit went on with Greg back in the day. And one relapse, he's gone. Another fucking friend gone. And I remember sitting back going like, Greg was untouchable. He really fucking was. Whether it was the fucking drugs or the partying, he was the main star of every fucking club he walked into. Everybody fucking loved him. He was the fucking man. He was the fucking man. And he lived his life like on the complete fucking edge of sanity most of the time. Calculated though, very calculated. So for him to make a mistake like that is just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how well you plan shit out, whether you think it's never going to happen to you, it can absolutely happen to you. And I know that, you know, he had cleaned his life up, but the thing is, you know, he had some fucking rough times that you don't forget. You can't unring a bell once it rings. So you live with the fact that you fucked things up, you beat up your fucking wife, you know, you hurt yourself with drugs, you killed other people that fucking overdosed, and then you yourself wind up fucking overdosing. It's just a fucking sad situation. It's a sad thing to hear. And even though I haven't spoken to him in a while, because I literally left that life behind, I was like, anybody involved with that shit, I'm fucking out. Like, I never want to talk to him again. I'm just fucking done. I have to get out of here before I wind up in a fucking box. And I always wonder, you know, what happened here, what happened there. Another one of my friends, Rebecca, died recently. This was this past winter too, who used to party with us. And I'm sitting there going, you know, I don't know what to say anymore. You know, I guess I'm lucky that I got out. And maybe I got out specifically so I could be here right now talking on these videos so that some young people see this and realize it's not fucking bullshit that drugs can fuck you up and kill you 20 years later after you start doing them. But I don't know what the reason is, but this one's to Greg, man. Rest in peace, brother. All the pain, all the bullshit's over, and it was a pleasure knowing you, man. Biohazardtraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biohazardtraining.com is a blog. It's the RIP Greg Bicep, and we're out.